Okay, so what is the deck that you're talking about? Well, if I could find it here, that'd be great. I'd let you know. It's Chromatic Black. So essentially, this is a mono black deck. This is a mono black deck. It is a mono black control deck. Spills, thank you for the biddies. Welcome. She's just over here. So the idea of this deck is kill everything and then take over. So in order to do that, we need to kill some creatures. So we have quite a lot of removal. This is a very spot removal heavy deck, to be honest. So we have 2 Disfigure, 2 Eliminate, which also can deal with Narset or Oko, or not Oko. Jeez, Oko? Oko? We're not playing Legacy here. What's going on? Teferi, arguably nearly as egregious, but sure, look. We also have 1 Heartless Act to be able to kill stuff that Eliminate won't quite hit, like Questing Beast and that kind of stuff. We also have Ritual of Soot to be able to blow up, well, all the small creatures. This will get an upgrade once Jumpstart comes out, because we will be getting Languish, which means all creatures will get -4/-4 until end of turn, which is much, much better. And once we have a look at the creatures, you'll see that our creatures actually won't die to it either. We will have 2 Vraska's Contempt here as well, to just exile a creature or planeswalker and gain 2 life. No questions asked. Bing, bang, done. Then, in order to make sure that we don't run out of gas, we need to make sure that we have some form of like incremental advantage, and we get that in the form of one of my favorite cards of all time. It's a colorless, which says a lot. It's Treasure Map. 2 for an artifact. You pay 1 and tap it to scry 1. You put a landmark counter on Treasure Map, and if there's 3 or more landmark counters on it, when you tap it, you transform Treasure Map and create 3 treasure tokens. Treasure tokens can be sacked for a mana of any color, or you can, when Treasure Map flips, it turns into a land, Treasure Cove, which taps for a colorless. Or you can tap it and sack a treasure to draw a card. So this is a nice little card advantage suite for us here. In addition to Phyrexian Arena, 1 black for an enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, you draw a card and lose a life. It's pretty good. Now, what are we actually looking to do with this deck? Well, I can show you the threats that we have in the main board. We have 4 Phyrexian Obliterator. This was added through Historic Anthology, I want to say 3? Historic Anthology 3, the most recent one, I believe. So black, yes, for a horror, which is a 5/5 with trample, and whenever it deals damage, whenever a source deals damage to Phyrexian Obliterator, that source's controller sacrifices that many permanents. Basically, don't ever deal damage to this, or you are borked. Essentially, you have to like bounce it or counter it, or use a straight up destroy or exile effect. Any like red based removal, like damage based removal, never use against this. We also have 2 Ulamog the Ceaseless Hunger. Now, 10 mana, that seems quite high, but we'll get to that. We then also have a Golos Tireless Pilgrim. 5 mana for a 3/5 artifact creature, which is legendary, which is why we only have 2. When it enters the battlefield, you can search your library for a land card, put it onto the battlefield tapped, and then shuffle your library. And then you can pay 2 and Wooburg to exile the top 3 cards of your library. You can play them this turn without paying their mana costs. So, how does that fit into this deck at all? Well, first of all, we want to gain a boatload of mana, and we do that by playing swamps. Just do that, we just play swamps. But the land that Golos will most likely get is Cabal Stronghold, which is a land that taps for colorless normally, which seems weird because it's a swamp-based land, but sure, look. And then you could pay 3 and tap it to add black for each basic swamp that you control as well. So if we have 4, say we have 5. Once you have 5 or more swamps, this taps for net positive mana when you filter it through the Stronghold's ability. Now, that will help us cast Ulamog earlier. But what is the actual... it doesn't seem like it's anything particularly special, right? Well, we have Chromatic Lantern as well, which is a 3 mana rock, but it turns all our lands into rainbow lands. We can tap them for any color, which means that we can activate Golos' ability as well, which means that we should be able to get like a Phyrexian Obliterator, maybe a removal spell, and an Ulamog or something off the top. And we can then cast them for free, which would be pretty nice. But we also have Mastermind's Acquisition. So, Mastermind's Acquisition, 2 black for a sorcery. Choose one. Search your library for a card, put it into your hand. It's a tutor effect. Not particularly good on its own, but the other effect is choose a card you own from outside the game and put it into your hand. Now, we have quite a ridiculous sideboard. Let me show you. We can go and get any of these using Mastermind's Acquisition at any point. So we have Grafdigger's Cage to prevent Urros and Reanimator and all that sorts of stuff. Cry the Carnaeum against aggressive or sacrifice-based decks. Necromentia, which is the new Unmoored Ego, basically just remove a card entirely from their library, their hand, their graveyard, everything. All exiled, gone. Now, the difference between this one and the Unmoored Ego is that this is black, so if you don't happen to have either treasures to use or a Chromatic Lantern, you can still cast this. But it, instead of with Unmoored Ego or other effects like that, if there are any of the copies of the card that you've exiled in their hand, instead of allowing them to draw another card, they create a 2/2 black zombie creature token for each card exiled from their hand this way. Now, we're full of removal, so we don't care about a token. We might care about another card. So that's why Necromancer is a bit better. Virulent Plague. 2 and a black enchantment. Creature tokens get -2/-2. This is particularly against the likes of the Field of the Dead decks. We also have Shatter of the Sky, when you absolutely positively have to blow the living bejesus out of everything. Extinction Event, really, really good against, well, a lot of things, really. Particularly decks that run Llanowar Elves, because they tend to want to sort of ramp in 1, 3, 5, that kind of thing. Liliana Dreadhorde General. We've got Thought Distortion for control decks. We've got Back for More, which returns a creature from the graveyard to the battlefield, and then when you do it, fights a creature. It's a whole thing. The Immortal Sun shuts down planeswalkers. We draw more cards. Our spells are cheaper. Our creatures are bigger. What more do you want? Then we have Genesis Ultimatum and Inspired Ultimatum, because these are just, in the grindier games, if you get off one of these, like, you're almost definite to win the game. Just nice big advantage swings. We got Sakama Primal Calamity. This is our way to deal with enchantments and stuff. Also being a huge threat. We can also then go get an Ulamog, or if we want to, we can just go and get a Banefire to blast our opponent's face off. Yeah, and that's it. That's the whole deck. It seems real simple, real straightforward. I forgot that you can now expand the decks like this. But this is sick. Now, you might think like, oh, look at our mana base is real simple. We can go and get like a couple of Ghost Quarters or Field of Ruins or whatever. Not quite. We want Cabal Stronghold to be as effective as possible and to be able to activate it to get more mana as often as possible. This is the deck that I'll be starting with today. It's been a while since I've played a Chromatic Black deck. Like I said, was pre-War of the Spark. So we'll try it out. Let's go into, now this is a best of one deck. I gotta be honest, best of one, because our post board, our games just get significantly worse because we don't sideboard at all, but they get to sideboard against us. So this is absolutely a best of one deck. I will say for sure. But Rogue Zebra, welcome along. Yeah, Rainbow Black, yes, or Chromatic Black, as some people call it as well. I love this deck. I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite. It's one of my favorite archetypes from like the last few years. It's just it just feels so good, and then like when you start to turn the corners turn so hard, and it creates a lot of situations where you can come back from basically nothing, which is really sweet. Okay, so we got Kahira the Orphan Guard as our opponent's companion. Now, that makes me think of two things. One, it is a cat or elemental. It could be elementals. Based on the sleeves, if we are to believe anything about these, this is from Song of Creation, which is a teamer thing. And elementals are kind of teamer. So it could be elementals, or it could be... It's probably not cats or dogs because, well, none of them are particularly good enough. This is fine. We definitely need another land, but if we get it, we're in a great spot. And we have 3 draws to get it, so yeah, I'll keep this. They could also just be a control deck with no creatures and just get Kahira as a free creature in the sideboard, because in best of one, that's basically you get 61 cards kind of. So you may played it a bit in paper. It was quite exciting. It's sick. Yeah, I played it for a while. This is looking like a control deck. This might end up dead in hand. We need to draw another land like right now. Oh god. Okay. That's about that's about my experience with this deck. Oh no. Oh, at least Chromatic Lantern will help us recoup. But if we play Chromatic Lantern, like they're almost definitely playing Teferi next turn. Um, almost definitely. They should probably take the acquisition here, I would imagine. But take the obliterator. Okay, there might be light and removal, which is really bad for us because that means the rest of it is all just disruption. Are you kidding me? Oh, come on. I'm expecting an emote from my opponent any day now. Oh, it's the other delivery. Okay, cool.
Nothing else.
Haven't played against this one much, which is weird, but you are joking here now. Come on. What is this? If I saw that hand again, I would keep it again in a heartbeat. I would. This seems pretty bad. The likelihood of them having a counterspell at this point, considering they've gone through 14 cards in the deck, it's pretty high. I feel like based on how they untap here, they probably have a Dovin's Veto. If they untap Hollow Fountain, Drowned Catacomb, I'm expecting a Dovin's Veto. Alright, well, you know what? That didn't count. That didn't count. That's insane! I want to look at that battlefield again. Can I do that? There we go, view battlefield. In the top 12 cards, there were 2 lands. Welp. I wouldn't mind, we're not a land-light deck either. You got what, like 26 or something? 20, might be 24 actually, because of the chromatic lanterns and the treasure maps. Still though, chances of that are very low. Yeah, just easing it in. I wouldn't mind. Only I did a few test games this morning to make sure that, you know, my final build of this was good, and I guess it just likes to play games with me sometimes. I'm okay with that. All right, this time we absolutely got this. This time, watch. This is gonna be an aggro deck now, guarantee it. I'm gonna stop my upkeep for my beautiful little treasure map. Gruul Ramp? Seems weird. You know what? I'll bottom a land. I have plenty of time to hit more. So we're getting a nice little setup going here. Oh, it's a Sarkhan's Unsealing deck. Okay, I have to read this again. Whenever you cast a creature spell with power 4, 5, or 6, Sarkhan's Unsealing deals 4 damage to any target. Uh-oh. Whenever you cast a creature spell with power 7 or greater, it deals 4 damage to each opponent in each creature and planeswalker they control. Well, okay. I'm gonna bottom that, and then I'm gonna activate this one. I don't think I'm playing anything this turn, so that's unfortunate. I think I gotta bottom that, actually. I'm gonna get plenty of advantage off this, so okay. Yeah, I'll ship it over. I'm happy to flip a treasure map this turn and just get a little bit of ramping going on. Yep, we're gonna take some damage here. What's nice though is that basically everything in our opponent's deck is damage based. This is gonna be beautiful. Why did you tap that? Oh well. Yeah, I can get on board and eliminate. Then let's draw. Okay. So I can play an Obliterator and hold up Eliminate if I really want to, which I don't really want to, but we'll see how this goes. I don't know how they beat an Obliterator. They just have to keep playing creatures and just hope that they can... Like, if they play ones that are too big, it's going to deal 4 damage to any target, and it's going to hit Obliterator, and it's going to force them to sacrifice permanents. I don't know how they go about this. Because, like, they've Cost Reducer here, Cost Reducer here. They could tap this for 2, so that's already 4 mana. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like, they have access to technically like 9 mana here. If they attack, I'm blocking. Sack a permanent. Oh, I think I see what they're doing. I think I see what they're doing. They're trying to do it in such a way so that they can cast just one big creature and kill the Obliterator, but I feel they're just gonna scoop to a second one. I feel that's gonna happen, but I don't know why they did that actually, now that I think about it. Because if they play a huge creature here, yeah, that's fine. I don't think it's very smart though. Alright, I don't know if they're aware that that won't really do well. I mean, I could do it. It could work. If I can deal with the Galta, I win. Okay, I have to think this through. I can activate this now, and then activate it on upkeep. Which means that I'll have 4 treasures and a tapped land, and then that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 8 mana in total. That doesn't really do it, but I think if I eliminate Goreclaw now, I'll eliminate Goreclaw now. Oh no, I can't eliminate Goreclaw. Damn it. I'm gonna have to activate this, I think. Oh god. I'm going to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I have to bottom that. I think. I wanted to do that, but okay. I'm gonna draw another card. I need to find a way out of this. Well, that's more mana. So I can do that. Activate this. That's fine, I guess. Now, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. If I kill Goreclaw, they can't attack with Nylea, but if I just kill Galta, I'm stuck against this. Oh, this is rough. This is where Languish would. No, Languish actually wouldn't do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 7 mana available. I have to kill something, so I have to use this, I think. Where am I going for this, though? I think I'm just gonna search for. Don't you GG me just yet. I'm not done. I'm not done. I might be done. I think I'm done. Let's get that Heartless Act, I guess. I don't think that does it. Yeah. No, unfortunate. Unfortunate. They just hit us with Goreclaw and they were dead. I was surprised that they got around that Obliterator. Very impressed. That Unsealing deck is sweet. I like it. Alright, let's try it again, I guess.
I love their pet doggo.
Pet doggos are great. They are.
That's their motivation. Wins together.
Keep grinding, getting the gold, get that doggo pet. I think some of them are tied to the mastery trees or the mastery pass. So we can check it up. The Truth Seeker. All right. Double stronghold is awkward because it taps for colorless. If it just tapped for black, this would be so good. Okay, Phyrexian Arena and Obliterator. You know what? I'm gonna be risky. All I need to do is just draw a couple swamps, and this hand is insane. So, like, I wouldn't worry too much. It's probably fine. Oh, we're gonna have some life gain on our hands. Alright. Well, let's get ready for that, I guess. That life gain deck is a real contender now. Not really what I wanted to draw there. I'm going to get out of Phyrexian Arena now. I'm probably going to regret it, but, you know. It's surprisingly aggressive, this deck is. Ooh. If they gain 3 more life, they can just tap this to make angels. So, very glad I just got this. I think now's the time to use it. Rip opponent. Gain a bunch of life, that's fine. I'm going to stop on upkeep for the treasure map now. Soul Warden, sure thing. Speak of the Heavens, we got to kill that now. Let's activate this. Get rid of a swamp for now. Gotta draw a removal spell, and we did. Fantastic. Oh, we drew 2. Even better. Disfigure this immediately. And then I'm gonna play this and pass, but I'm gonna stop on upkeep. I think this is the kind of deck we want to be fighting. Another one? Jesus. Alright, sure. I'm gonna have to eliminate that. Let's activate. Another swamp here is actually kind of what I want. So, yeah, I'm good for this. And then let's draw. Alright, go to main. So if we put 3 into this now. It doesn't give us any extra mana, but it does help us cast Obliterators, which is kind of nice. I don't think they have many answers to Obliterators. They just have to sort of out-damage it. Oh, they run Giant Killer. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, Giant Killer's a beating for this. But it's okay, we have Ritual of Soot in our hands. I can't have another one of those right now. Let's draw. That's not bad. Let's draw for turn. Alright, so let's do... Thank you for the biddies, Lan. Let's do this. Let's Ritual of Soot. And I'm going to get another treasure map down now, even though it uses up one of the thingy-dingies. The reason for it is because I want to try and get through stuff as much as possible so that I can try and get a little bit more rampant stuff going so that I can get this Ulamog out soon so that I don't die to... So I don't just die to the Phyrexian Arena. Okay, let's just do some maths here for a second. So I can't flip treasure map next turn because there's no counters on it. So if I play this, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If I don't do anything this turn, but this is scary as hell. So I think I'll go with it. Okay, going to main. I'm gonna play this. And I'm gonna play an Obliterator. Deal with it. Next turn I'll be playing Ulamog, so I'm pretty happy with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. I can't guarantee. I can't add this guy to this
Our true strength
for
lies
sure, but okay, that has to get exiled. So now I have no real choice other than to cast Ulamog to exile this and probably this. Alright, sweet. I'll let it peg. I don't really care too much. Boop, boop.
We can come back from this.
Don't even really need that sideboard plan, do we? Oh, this feels like a good kind of fight for this. A good kind of match for this. No attacks because I'll probably just die otherwise. Let's see what they got. Heliod. Sure. Doesn't really do much. Especially considering the counterattack. I'm gonna activate this now because I care less about the actual things, the treasures themselves now than I do the actual card quality. So I'm gonna bottom that. And draw for turn. Okay, I'm gonna go to main. Play Chromatic Lantern. Play Golos. Sure, gain some life. They can put counters on things, it's fine. They're literally not getting past anything, so. I'm getting a swamp because I've got 3 Cabal Strongholds already. And because my life total is a little low, I'm just gonna play it safe. They can't do a thing here. They're in a lot of trouble. Well, that's actually just great. There we go. Didn't even need the sideboard plan. Yeah, the sideboard plan's more for like non-creature based decks, more than anything. But to have the options there as well is pretty good. Because sometimes, because we have so much removal and we have slow incremental advantage, like without the Mastermind's acquisition plan, we would eventually run out of gas and be slow drawing through our deck, which is what we definitely don't want to do, because at that point it'll give creature decks the opportunity to start like sort of coming back at us. Got a pack apparently. Let's have a look and see what we get. I was playing some chill games earlier and I got a ooh, nice. Need this from Mono Green's Stampy. I just cracked the fairy just while I was playing. It was part of the mastery or something like that. This deck is great. I love it. I absolutely love it. Alright, we are against Struki. We definitely have the mana. This is a bad hand against control because these will do nothing. This can just get pounced by Teferi and that's it. But against aggressive decks, this is really good. So. Oh, and we also basically cannot beat Nexus decks. It's basically just impossible. So we're just a little too slow. They'll just get their stuff in order and get it ahead of us. This looks like an aggressive deck. I'm very happy to see this. I'm going to hit this now while I have the chance. This could be vampires. If it's vampires, I'm going to be excited because this hits like every good vampire. It looks like it. I'm sure they're looking at Chromatic Lantern being like, what? What are they doing? Yeah, it's vampires. The Dust Legion Zealots are actually pretty good because it stops them from... triple ritual, so yeah, I'll take it. Let's go. It recoups stuff, so... Is Lich's Mastery in the format? Yes! Rainbow Lich is a deck. It's not a tiered deck, but it's a known quantity in Historic. It could be a fun sideboard card. The only thing is, because we don't have a whole lot of incident life gain, it tends to not do well for us in general. I'm kind of fine to just play the Lantern here and then just pass. Probably end up with an Obliterator next turn. This card is surprisingly good when it costs nothing. Alright, yeah, we need to... Oh, God, what are we doing here? They're kind of getting out ahead of us. They're putting out more threats than we can deal with at any given point of time. Because when they played the Sorin, they minus them through at the Champion of Dusk. That's pretty heavy for us. I think I'm going to go with Ritual of Soot here. It only gets rid of the Legion Lieutenant because they're going to pay the 4 life on that. And that's probably... Have I done the maths wrong? I've probably done the maths wrong. So they're going to attack 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And yeah, we're dead. We're actually dead. Because they attack with those and then you sacrifice something to Lightning Helix us. Surprisingly powerful, this deck. Like I went into the start of this game being like, oh yeah, we can beat this. Nope, we got wrecked. Now, to be fair, I could have played Obliterator last turn and that would have made things more awkward. It would have required them to have a removal spell, which they probably don't actually have. Yeah, that was probably actually a mistake. I probably should have played Obliterator there. It just made them have something. Because the chances of them actually having something is quite low. Oh well, live and learn for next time. Yeah, I'm kind of liking Historic at the moment. There are a few things that are awful, and when I see them, I'm just kind of like, I just don't want to play against you, like the Nexus decks and stuff. But like, if you're not sitting here trying to chug like super hard to get to Mythic, it's fine. Like, it's totally fine. I'll keep this. It's slow, but it's fine. I swear to God, if you'd arrest me. Outcycling? Oh, okay. Sure. Have a swamp, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna play Lantern here. Activate this. I don't think I need that just yet. I need to deal with what's on the board. I'm gonna put a stop on my upkeep because I have 4 here and I can play another one this turn most likely. Unless they force me to discard like a billion cards. But that's okay, I can go to 11. That's pretty good. I saw the MTG Goldfish Demon Stompy deck where they ran like Rotting Regisaur and stuff. That was pretty sick. I need to try that myself. Yeah, let's get rid of land. It's not going to do us any favors. Let's go to main. Let's play that. I'm going to wait until they discard a card because... yeah, why not? I'm also going to stop my upkeep. They're going to draw a bunch of cards. That is fine. Fine by me. That tells me that the cards they have in hand, they don't want to discard to Rotting Regisaur. Okay. Just take care of that now. I don't think there's anything they can have that can stop that, so. Gary! Sure. These Phyrexian arenas don't look great anymore because of the life total that we're currently at, which is not ideal, but let's go to main. Let's play this. What do I want to get? Let's have a look and see what we have. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I could just go and get Ulamog and just hope they don't have any discard. There's one in the sideboard, right? I can't remember, so I'm just going to get it from the library. Yeah, I'm just getting the new Ulamog. Screw this. I'm going to take 3 here. Hopefully they don't Gary me again. That would kind of suck. Yep, that kind of sucks. Yep. Okay, that's the thing. That's what I needed them to not do. All right. I don't think there was anything I could have gotten there that would have saved me. But I could have gotten eliminate and eliminate to hit the Fenlurker, but it doesn't seem like a winning play. It just seems like a buy me another turn with no further outs kind of play. But maybe it was the right thing to do. In time, we will learn the decks. I'm glad to see a lot of creature-based decks, though. Very glad to see a lot of creature-based decks. That makes this deck feel much better. It's got ramp, interaction, and draw, so we keep it. You see Gruul colors, we're pretty happy. Generally speaking, we're pretty okay against Gruul decks. Ah, it's gates. Never mind. They're probably going to go over the top of us, which says a lot. Good old Growth Spiral. You gotta have a land to put in. Yeah, okay, there we go. You're at 23. And our opponent's life total honestly just does not matter at all. We'll eventually just be able to Banefire for 1 billion or whichever amount. It's no big deal, really. Stronghold Lantern. I think I'm just going to ramp out these lanterns, because that way, if we draw into an Ulamog, we'll feel a bit better about it, because we'll at least be a little bit closer. But the sooner I can get to double spelling, the better. That's kind of the key thing. We're going to get to draw a card, and then play a land, then draw a card. It's pretty standard gates kind of strats. I miss playing gates. A lot of fun. Awful lot of fun. So 1, 2, 3, we'll be able to play 2 lanterns this turn. This is nice. I think this is where I want to start getting some advantage, actually. I want to start trying to draw into stuff. They're definitely going to start going over the top soon. We need to find a way to interact with this somehow. Unfortunately, green and blue are pretty good at getting this kind of stuff at a better rate than we can. So, I'm gonna play a lantern and an obliterator and just see what they do. Just like deal with this, because they can Gates Ablaze for sure, but then they have to sacrifice 5 permanents. Actually, more than that. Okay, that's pretty rough. I expected them to blow up everything else, or the creatures, but I mean, I'll take it, I guess. I mean, I suppose I should probably just run this out. Yeah, I was afraid they'd have another one. This is not going to go well. They've got Maze's End, so We're it's only a matter of time at this stage. Yep. Alright, not exactly what we wanted. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's actually not terrible. Weirdly enough, it's gonna take us a turn or two, but it's not terrible. Nearly halfway through the deck, just in case you were wondering. Alright, how many gates have they got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we're dead. I think we're dead. Yeah, I think they got us. I think they got us with the Maze's End. Now, they could play Maze's End here, and then we have enough to... Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We need a land if they play Maze's End here. They've played Maze's End. So, if we can hit a land off this, a swamp specifically, then we should be able to do it. So, let me just check. So, we'll get 3 off this. So, it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I think this will do it. I'm gonna hit that one. I'm gonna hit another. I think I'm gonna hit another. I'm gonna hit the Guild Summit. Screw it. Because they can just have another Maze's End and we're just another turn off and then rip. But like, this is an interesting game. If this is what Historic ends up just staying like, I'm very happy with it. Another draw card. See what we can get. Oh, more land. Yeah, love it. Let's see what we hit. We hit another Maze's End. Oh no, that was the first one we hit. Okay. 3 euros. Another Maze's End. This is looking good. They have 9 cards left. So they have to like win with Maze's End like this turn. Which they can't because it's not out. Which means that they can't have it on top. I don't know how they win. I think we did it with Ulamog of all things. Yes! Nailed it. That was sick. That was really sick. I love my mono black ramp deck. This feels really good. I'm not gonna lie, this feels really, really good. Alright, let's get another one in. We're against Spain. We're literally against Spain. This is good for aggressive decks. They haven't updated their sleeves, so I can only assume that they're just like no nonsense, get in there. So I'm going to assume that they're aggressive. Well, they're at least green white. That doesn't tell us anything. Ah, they are like the opposite. Okay. Field of the Dead decks. It can be 50-50 on how these work out for us, to be honest. Honestly, don't think this does it. Let me check the battlefield again. What does it say? Enchantment TTB, look at the top 3 cards, reveal the land, put it in the rest in the bottom of your library. How much mana am I going to have next turn? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I won't have enough to... I can eliminate in Chromatic Lantern. Yeah, I'm actually going to bottom. I don't think against Field of the Dead it's going to be all that useful, so... These Sanctums, though. Yeah, shrines. Plus, this one taps to creatures, so, like... I'm gonna just draw... Play this, play Lantern. This is now enough to scry and eliminate. And yeah, that should be fine, right? Should be fine. Okay, okay. They're gonna play another. I'm gonna have to kill this instead. This is far more important. I'm gonna kill this now while I have the chance. And then I'm gonna stop my upkeep for treasure map. Okay, we got 2 lands to hand, so they're hitting their land drops thanks to these Nation Wanderers, but I don't think they're all that good. Maybe they are. Maybe they are. Maybe I'm just wrong. Phyrexian Arena feels slow, but I think I just need more card advantage here. So I'm gonna play Phyrexian Arena, and then I'm gonna pass. Black. Oh, Sanctum of All. Ooh, okay, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. This is gonna get out of hand. Oh, I have not actually come across the Shrines deck yet, so I am looking forward to seeing this in action. We're going to be drawing 3 cards a turn for at least the next 3 turns, I would say. So hopefully we'll be able to keep up with this. Hopefully get a Mastermind's acquisition so we can go get a... Stop drawing land. We can go get a... What's it called? Virulent Plague. That'd be pretty good. Land, please! Yep. Over we go to them. This is gonna trigger. Oh my god. This is not gonna go well. This is not gonna go well. We are like dead. We might have to go get a Zakama actually, if we have the opportunity. Well, they have enough of those Neshian Wanderers anyway. And the Golos. Oh boy, here we go. Alright, off the top. Mastermind's acquisition, let's go. Yeah, we're in a lot of trouble. They're gonna start making zombies any second now. My turn. Come on, Mastermind's acquisition, Mastermind's acquisition, Mastermind's acquisition, come on! One more! Oh, with the land! Oh, can you not? We're gonna die to this. We're literally actually about to die to this. So... Oop, I guess. Yeah, we just drew dead. That's unfortunate. They're going to put this in to play. Then all these are going to trigger multiple times. And then all of these Shrines are going to trigger twice? No, they're not going to trigger twice just yet. Because they need one more. We're dead. I'm assuming we're dead. Yeah, we're dead. We're dead. They just lightning healed, so it's not dead. Yep. Alright, GG. Yeah, that was unfortunate. This whole set of draws were pretty rough, but I guess that can happen sometimes. You know, we are a little low on ways to draw cards. Like, well, we have plenty of ways to draw cards. They're just not hyper efficient because of the color that we're in. But we will see. This hand is alright. Sky removal and then a tutor, so probably fine, right? Let go. Lantern's nice. It's nice to have a little bit of ramp. This is not telling of what we're against at all. Galia. Alright. Yeah, I'll kill it. I'll kill it. Alright. We should be pretty well set up against a Gruul deck, I reckon. But we'll see. Yeah, we're gonna take 4 here. That's not too bad, I guess. I hope. Hopefully we don't take more. Because Gruul is pretty good at throwing us haste creatures. Like questing beast now would be bad. There it is. I speak its name and it appears. Well, if that's how this is, I might have to kill it before they go to combat so they can't flash in. This they probably can. They're probably going to get Ember Cleaved here, knowing the consistency of my opponent's decks all the time. Here it comes, here it comes. Boom. You can guarantee it like nearly every time. Get a Mastermind's Acquisition to go and get an Eliminate. If they play another creature, we're probably just borked, but like... God damn! Oh, yeah. That's why Gruul is one of the best decks in the format. It's just unbelievably aggressive. Severely undercosted creatures at every point on the curve. Be over in just a couple of turns, and then also, you know, a lot of people seem to believe in said cleave, so... Which is no surprise. Ha kill ha. Ha kill ha. I don't know. Maybe that's how they say it. This is technically a multi-6 because of Ulamog, but we'll get there eventually. So sure. Again, is going to be bad against a traditional, more traditional control deck. Steam Vent's not much of an indicator. Could be a tempo-y deck. We might be okay against those. Oh no, it's Grixis. It's just artifacts? I don't know how to think of that, but okay. Yeah, lantern's fine. Want to try and get ramping a bit, so I'll take it. I'll take it. Frantic infantry, sure. Okay. Not really something I want to see, like, at all. I'm just gonna kill this now, just be efficient, I guess. We knew that was there. We should probably have done it after the lantern, to be honest. But it's not a big deal. We really don't want them to have our cards. So, if at all possible, we should probably try and avoid that. Let's activate this. See what we get. Do I want an obliterator? Probably not. Actually, I can just bounce it. So. Land's not a whole lot better, but sure look it. We'll play it anyway. We can cast Ilmog next turn, which is something, right? Removal spells. Sure. That's fine. We got a Ritual of Soot and a Cabal Stronghold. Neither are particularly good for our opponents, so that's kind of nice.
Terror lurks among us.
Alright, let's see what we got. Well, it's another lantern. Let's do the maths. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I'm just gonna cast this turn. Get rid of a land, I guess, because they could just crack the Mind Stone in response, so it's no big deal. These creatures don't do a whole lot by themselves, so it's no big deal. I'm not gonna lie, I have cast very few Ulamogs in my time, but I'm really enjoying doing it here. So, are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? Vraska's Contempt, just sitting in hand, ready to go, no big deal. Oof. Phyrexian Arena is gonna be a good one for them. Boop. Don't have a counterspell. Don't have a counterspell. You've been all proactive stuff so far. Having reactive stuff makes no sense now. And see, this is what... look. This is why people think that, like, cards are okay and stuff in decks. Like, if it works, like, one time. When it's like a, you know, a random circumstance that you're like, that doesn't make sense. Good example is like this. Or there was another time where someone was playing against me. They were playing a mono red deck, and in it they had they had a Runaway Steamkin out, and this was about a year ago, I'd say. At this point, it was just after Steamkin came out, and actually it was just after War came And I went to like I went to like Shock or Wizards Lightning or something. My opponent's team came and they responded with a Samet sprint on it, and I'm like, what? What is this? And it totally blew me out. But like it was so, but they were a relatively new player. But if I was to try and explain, like, that card's not actually a good card because, you know, it'll target your creature, and then if it gets removed in response, then it gets blown out or whatever. In that one single situation, yes, it was a good card, and because I wasn't expecting it, it worked well. But that doesn't make it a good card then necessarily. You know what I mean? And this is it's just an example of like how that kind of thing happens, and then people are like, oh, it's great though. It's not. It's not. And an example is like this as well. They're playing a very proactive game plan, and then they're running counter spells. It's fine if the counter spells you're running are very, very cheap, so that you can still do stuff on your turn and be proactive. And then that Ashiok took over that game, and be super proactive and stuff. But they need to be cheap. So like Spell Pierce is fine, or in standard now like Mystical Dispute or Miscast. They're fine to have in the proactive strategies, because you want to focus on being proactive. A deck that's too proactive and reactive, like too much of a mix, tends to be the kind of deck that, you know, I see a lot of people being like, oh, what do you think of this deck? And I'm like, okay, pick a lane. You got to choose. You got to be proactive, you got to be reactive, you got to be one or the other. You can have a little bit of both, but you have to be like very heavily one. And Sinister Sabotage is a very heavily reactive card, because it doesn't do anything by itself and it costs quite a bit, so you essentially have to not tap out on your turn in order to do it. Yeah, nice little rant about about card choices and deck building theory. But okay, our opponent has the Great Shark sleeves. They look cool actually. I quite like them. I'm going to treasure map here because I don't see any reason not to so far. Oh, it's a BTE turn. Here we go. Oh, is that all? That's fine. Boop boop. I'm happy with a land. Nope, don't want that in this kind of matchup. Oh god, it's literally the opposite of a land. I'm gonna disfigure this now before they have the opportunity to get any advantage off of it. I'm gonna see what they do this turn. I'm not against the Ritual of Sud here, but it means that I have to trust in getting a land off the top, and I don't think I do. So, yeah, there we go. Not a land. We're gonna have to bottom that. Also, not a land. This deck sometimes likes to make fun of me, I think. I'm convinced. This is going to be a pretty good turn for us. We get 4 for Wyndham. Baron Zaya, thank you very much. Welcome along. Thank you for the sub. Ooh, I got an emote thanks to you, apparently. I'm gonna say thank you for the Pride Crown. That looks nice. So they're gonna feel real bad when I ritual them. Right? They're gonna feel bad. They're gonna feel bad. Oh, they're gonna feel so bad. I'm gonna nice them, because if they can possibly kill me, they can get close. No real punts yet. There were a couple of like, I was stuck between 2 choices and wasn't really sure kind of options, but yeah. But no major punts. No major punts. Oh, there's the other land we were looking for. A bit too little too late at this point, but I guess I'll take it. We're playing Chromatic Black right now. But we're about to get bopped in the face by Get To Lava Runner. Or no, we're just oh.
I got an emote.
Oh yeah, I got an emote as well.
Because
Lan got a pride ooh.
I got a pride ooh.
Ooh.
I think after Dottie was subbed, I got it.
Oh, apparently, yeah.
And you got the cute penguin after I subbed to you.
Yeah, I got the pride penguin. Where's that gone?
Ooh.
Where are the emojis?
Oh, cute.
I'm trying to find the emotes. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I got a little pride penguin. There we go. Boop. Pride float.
Oh, how do we do this?
You gotta use a capital P. Pride ooh.
Oh, that's what it is.
Pride.
Captain P and
Also, I noticed you said there, Barnseye, that you're off Wednesday, so you get to tune in. That is fantastic. It's fantastic. I'm just gonna keep playing Chromatic Black. Like, I'm not doing particularly well with it, but it's fun as hell. So. Ooh. Jorgen Barup. That's our opponent. Animalist. I'm gonna keep this. Thanks for giving the bits, Lan.
I'm imagining the corgo saying ooh.
She's imagining the corgi saying ooh. I'm gonna put him a treasure map. This is just all ramp, but at least there's a bit of filtering, I guess. Sort of. Maybe. I don't know why it makes me so happy, but turn 2 treasure map into turn 3 chromatic lantern, tap it to scry, just feels nice. You know what I mean? You ever have one of those little sort of like, oh, it's a nice little interaction, nice little synergy. It's not even particularly good. It's just like, that feels like it's supposed to happen. You know what I mean? You moved on to Dark Souls 3 and you're really enjoying it. Nice. It's tough. It's tough. You do get a serious sense of accomplishment when you succeed with some of these things. Don't Ovens veto me. Don't Ovens veto me. I see you. Don't Ovens veto. They didn't let me do the nice thing, so they're bad. They're bad.
I'm known for
Bane of my existence. You know what? Bounce my treasure map. I dare you. There we go. There we go. I'm not gonna play the treasure map now. I'm gonna play Marina. How do you like that? Now you're gonna have to play another Teferi to bounce it. Which I would not be surprised if they did it. I'll be honest. They're probably gonna do it. I can feel it in my bones.
Oh, I've done the hero thing.
Or I've noticed some control decks are running like Brazen Borrower now as like a win condition, which like I've been doing for ages, but I don't understand how other people have not been doing it for that long. But you know what? I just have to treasure map them. I think, yeah. I'll take it, I guess. What kind of build are you playing, Baronzaya, in Dark Souls 3? Because I have thoughts and feelings on this. I started playing Fallout New Vegas again. It's one of my favorite games of all time. Playing it last night.
I am not making
Stayed up
this
way
up
too
as
late
I
playing
go.
it, let's be honest. But
Sorry, I'm
Dax Int, I like it. I like it, that's what I like.
Let's take it back.
I'm probably not going to be very happy to see another one of these, but sure, look at... I should probably just get Golos down, right? No. No, I'll just play this. And then I'll play... I'm going to play the... Oh, I'm going to play this for a Thought Distortion. Yeah, New Vegas is the best one. I don't know what it was about 3. I just really didn't like it. I just really did not like it. But New Vegas, holy
Hurry.
crap! Oh, I love it. I love it. I got all the DLCs and stuff, and I try to not use the stuff at the start
Let's
because
try this.
that you get at the start because of the DLCs and stuff, because it does make it a little bit too easy. But
Let's
here's
slow
to
this
hoping
down.
that this thought distortion is going to absolutely bork
I've
them.
got it.
Okay, let me do some maths here for a second. So this is, if I use, hang on. This will add 5, 6, 8. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. So I can tap this one time. If they thought erasure me here, I'm going to be sad. I don't think I need another one. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. Oh, I still have to deal with these shites though, so. I did not like 4 either. No, it was pretty trash. I'm not gonna lie. We hit a few things there, nothing major, but
Keep up the pace.
we have to deal with this. These Teferis.
That's
They're gonna
more
best
like
that?
it.
That's fine. That's fine. What's gross is that they drew like 4 cards off it. Like, I don't know how we
I
beat
know
this.
my Hurry.
They've literally drawn like 4 or 5 cards this turn, and they have spent the equivalent of 1 mana. Jesus. Alright, let's at least eliminate Teferi. Absorb. Sure. I think I'm gonna play Golos then. Let's go get a Cabal Stronghold. Love Arcade Ganon and Envy. Yeah. Ganon's good. I like Ganon. I'm doing the replay that I'm doing at the moment. I'm doing something that I never normally do, which is I'm doing high intelligence, high charisma, and I'm still just running around with a gun, just being like, oh, whatever, I'm gonna shoot everything, because you pretty much can't go from A to B without at least being able to use some sort of weapon, which is kind of annoying. But yeah. Now you see, if they want to tuck or bounce Golos, I'm just gonna get advantage from it, and I'm okay with that. The only way you play New Vegas. I thought I'd try it. Like, so far, it seems like it's actually possibly just the best way to do it, because you start off with such high intelligence as like your main stat, and then you just gain all like the skill points and stuff that you need. Oh, come on. And other people fight. Yeah, you use companions and stuff. Yeah. It really is. At first I was like, I'm gonna be real weak starting off. I've got like strength 4 and my perception's a bit crap, and you know.
Don't worry,
And then I'm like,
got
wait, hold on a second. I literally just told everyone to just do these things for me. It's just great. Wait a minute. Undo that. Why would I want to tap Cabal Stronghold to do this? Do they have the dumb? Okay, now do it again. Now, here we go. Phyrexian Arena. Phyrexian Arena. Frickin' treasure map. Scry from a treasure map. God damn. Really? If you've 2 intelligence, Arcade feels bad for you and agrees to follow. That's really. I remember always having, like, you know, just good intelligence, you know, like 6, 7, that kind of thing, tops. And he's like, I'm sorry, I'm not coming with you because you don't know enough about science or whatever. And I'm like, excuse me? Oh God, will these fairies just go away?
This isn't a fight you can win. There's nothing.
Oh, they've just time walked me. Literally just time walked
We
me
need to move
for
quickly.
1 mana. This is tilting as hell. I'm literally getting no further and they're just like, lol, 40 to fairies. Oh. God, I can't get over this. This is nightmarish. If I had this sideboard built for a best of 3 thing, I would be 100% doing I know what's going to happen as well. I know exactly what's going to happen here. The ECD is going to get back another Teferi and bounce another friggin' thing. Ooh. Yeah, rip indeed. Rip indeed. Yep, we can get rid of that anyway. Oh god, do we have to? We have to do that? Again with this bad tapping. What this terrible auto tapper. Didn't realize I was doing this in the main phase. Let's just undo all those. Boop. Now. God, not again. This auto tapper is actually the worst thing in the world. How does it not know that like this is just a more efficient way of doing things? Alright, here we go. Here comes the fairy coming back down to bounce, probably treasure map. Yep. Bounce treasure map, so I'm gonna have to spend another 3 turns trying to flip it. Actually, bounce it. Yeah, that actually just prevents me from getting it. Anything this turn.
Let's skip to the good part.
And that's kind of the key. So yeah, I'm wrecked here. All right, be good to me. Frost's Contempt off the top. Nope. Come on. One time. One time. I mean, it's technically... Search my library for a card. Don't do me like this. Don't do me like this. I should have topped that differently, but you know what? Whatever. This will get countered. It's guaranteed. They've drawn about 4,000 cards. One of them has to be a counter spell. I'm just gonna hover over the concede. No, what? Really? All right.
That didn't go according.
I'll take it. I'm gonna wait on the Phyrexian Arena because if they 1 Teferi there, 2 there, 3 there. They still have 1 more left in the deck. And big Teferi, there's 1 in the bin, there's 1 in exile. They could have 2 more. There's just so much to get through here. So much to get through. We're holding on, but slowly. We could. I think the likely thing here is that we get Thought Erasure in our draw step. This is 1 Thought Erasure. Yeah, 1 Thought Erasure. They probably have 1 at this point. In the top half of their deck. Yeah, we're getting Thought Erasure in our draw step. Oh, another Teferi. Happy days.
We need to move quickly.
We're in trouble now. We're in trouble now. Yep, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Sure. I think it's actually one of the most irritating things that I can experience in Magic is draw step, you can't respond to this, I get to pull whatever I want. That is gross and I hate it. This is just gonna get bounced. Okay. Yep. Yep. Like, the life difference is not a big deal, to be honest. Life difference is not a big deal here. I think, like, they could be at 100 life and we could be at 5. Kind of doesn't matter.
Might be a bad idea.
Well, they're down another Teferi, which leads me to believe that they have an ECD, to be honest. They probably have an ECD. They have a full grip. Like, we literally thought Distortion then. We exile their entire hand and graveyard, and they're like, lol, whatever. I'm about to win the game. It's exhausting. It's really exhausting. I know they just have pick of what to do. They can just counter this if they want to. We counter Phyrexian Arena. Doesn't matter. They're gonna win anyway. One, two, 3, 6, 7, 8. Yep, they could just let this resolve and let it kill me. We're dead. We're dead. Honestly, we were dead from about like 5 turns ago, but they're just gaining too much. Way too much. I don't know why they would target Phyrexian Arena. It will literally kill me this turn. But okay. I have another deck I want to try in a little while. Maybe just run a game or two of it. It's a bit of a meme deck, but this is 8. You could have got me to 1 here with the Phyrexian Arena, which would have, to be fair, a difference of 1 life point compared to having an extra card. Yeah. Well, that's literally a deck card now. And we lose. I'm gonna concede in my draw step. Alright. Well, that sucked. That felt terrible. That game did. But no surprise really. I see this is the thing. This is also worth pointing out. I think that the new Teferi and Teferi Hero of Dominaria, the 5-mana one, are perfectly fine. They're incredibly pushed, they're incredibly powerful, they're incredibly good. I like the new one in particular. I really like it. And I used to have a playset of the Hero of Dominaria because I used to play Esper Control in Standard because I used to love it. Until I realized that I was actually just spending too long not killing my opponent. But the 3-mana one is it just ruins everything. In my opinion, it literally just ruins everything. And I'm not alone in this opinion either. But yeah, we're getting a bit mangled here today. Getting a little bit mangled with Chromatic Black, which is pretty typical. You know, I was testing this yesterday and today, and not yesterday, it was the day before, and today, and crushed people with it. I went game 1, win. It all kind of just depends on what happens, you know. Max is not well, apparently. We're on the draw. We've got a lantern. We have interaction. I'm going to keep it. This would be a hand I would keep. I just now have to not draw Lantern Tron, because this happens sometimes. So we need to kill that. Kill it now. Kill it. I need to draw a land. Just one. One land. We're like 26 land deck. Come on. Alright. At least we got that. We could Mastermind's Acquisition for a Ritual of Soot. That might work. Do we just lantern? That feels inefficient, but it's a little bit... Like, I don't think I'm too concerned about what's on board right now. My pack rat's good, don't get me wrong, but... We can survive a turn of this. Alright, so they're getting rid of their removal to hit us. Which is pretty alright. So if I use this now, I can go and get... Oh, what am I getting? Let's just find out. Let's just figure out what we can get. I could get... I'll have one... I have 3 mana now, or next turn I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If I get something, that'd be an 8. If I get a land, that is. I think I just get a Ritual of Soot. And then next turn, if they, you know, thought seize me in some way, like Agonizing Remorse or whatever, I can just use the other one to go and get another. It's probably not the worst. Pitch and Chainer's Edict. That's actually really hard for us to deal with, but we'll find a way. Broken up here. We're getting wrecked. Getting wrecked. I shouldn't have spoken ill about Packrat. That was silly of me. Alright, Ritual of Soot. Boop. Shriggity shracked. Let's play Obliterator. If they've removal, they've removal. That's fine. They're gonna have to use it at some point anyway, so... yep, that's fine. Alright, sick. This works. Get rid of this and get rid of this. Feels pretty good. Feels pretty good. Yeah, they have 3 turns to find lands for Edict. Unless they have another in hand. If they have another in hand or a Vraska's Contempt or something, then fine. But they don't really have the turns to do this, to be honest, so... Let's see what they do. Play Murderous Rider. Sure thing. No problem at all, friend. I'm gonna get Thought Distortion again. And Thought Distortion them. Because that way they no longer get the Edict. We get rid of these things in hand. Graveyard is now gone. Then those creatures and stuff now gone, so I can swing if they want, but it's probably I'm probably gonna have to hold back here. Yeah, probably gonna have to hold back. Actually, I need something to take that Gary out. Yeah, I think we're just dead, actually. I think we're actually just dead. I did not expect a Gary. I did not respect a Gary. I have no way out of this now. Yep, no way out. Oh well. Yeah, we're kind of borked. Unfortunately, we're borked. But we'll play this out regardless. And last turn. Oh wait, no, we might be okay. We might survive a turn if we kill this. We got a 1. We got a 1. Alright. Attack. Exile the remainder of your library. Good game, opponent. Good game. Love it. Love it. Alright, that was sweet. That was sweet. I really enjoyed that. Sick. Well, yeah, there you go. There's an example of how it wins. Yeah, it just seems that we came across a few bad matchups. But it's no big deal. It's no big deal at all.